It's 4:20 somewhere, and right now, that somewhere is right here. Hello there, I'm Janae Burris.
And I'm Jake Brown. Welcome to the Cannabist Show. We talk all things weed.
Our show this week is being underwritten by Dope Boo, an online head shop for the modern consumer.
For the modern consumer. Janae, how are you? How was your weekend?
I'm recovering.
Wait, I'm recovering too. What are you recovering from?
I'm recovering from playing some kickball with some UFC players and NFL players.
That's what they prefer, is being called UFC players. Like, we're mixed martial arts players.
You know, they play sports and whatnot. I got hit in the head with a giant ball.
Wait, they hit you in the head?
I got hit in the head so hard.
that's like against the rules. In most like modern kickball, they try and eliminate the head hunting.
That's what they say. So I did duck. I ducked, and then I got smashed on the top of the head. But had I not ducked and got hit on the head, I would have gone flying across the field. I would have been hit in the back or something. So
that's always my kickball strategy, is duck and try and dodge around.
It's hard.
Well, I mean, I just fell off of a porch.
Just sitting and
ass
falling?
over tea kettle, right over back.
Oh, no.
Landed on my head. So I only have myself to blame, not like a MMA fighter that player that went all rogue on you. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I survived. I felt so good, though. I was like, oh, I got my body moving finally this weekend. Let this be the kickoff to my new workout.
Summer of Janae.
And it's been days since. And I'm still like, remember this weekend when I worked out? Body, remember?
Yeah, do the cannabis topicals. That's what everybody says.
I like started the game with cannabis, with the Mary's Medicinal Biofreeze. Just like, I came in smelling like I was 80 years old.
That's how you got to approach kickball. Like a nana.
Every step I took, I was like, I'm too old for this, guys. I'm too old for this. And everybody's like, you're not, but...
All right, well, let's get into the week of weed. Our top story, possible federal intervention into legal cannabis, took another possible step forward as 5 government officials visited Colorado to get a first-hand look at how cannabis is regulated in our state. Department of Justice and Office of National Drug Control policy representatives held closed-door meetings with officials in both Denver and Colorado Springs just a week before a report on violent crime and drugs is due to beleaguered Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Boo. Colorado Springs Mayor John Suthers said that, quote, most of the discussion centered around the huge black market that exists for marijuana in Colorado, unquote. Now, with rumors circulating about the possible ouster of Sessions as President Trump continues to lambast him in interviews and on social media, stay tuned to the cannabis.co for updated coverage.
I didn't hear anything else you said after Huge Black. What are you saying?
The huge black market here in Colorado, which apparently is a robust thing.
Is it?
They're really that's their big concern, is that Sessions wants to tie crime to weed, and then that's like his personal journey is to eliminate crime in America.
His personal workout. Personal training.
So yeah, they're trying to make this link between all of these black market deals. It didn't help that the day before that, a man was finally sentenced for shooting his grow partner.
Oh, no.
There's all these little stories that are popping up around violence and
they're
cannabis.
Ignoring all the goodness. They're like, that's irrelevant. That's all the medicine, all the help with kids who are suffering from seizure. That's irrelevant.
It's all irrelevant.
One time, this one guy shot somebody.
Shot the guy and then drove his car 600 miles and lit it on fire and actually started a wildfire. It's a crazy story. I would recommend going to the site and hearing more. But yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And also that these things don't exist for some reason when everything's illegal. It's like, no, people get shot over illegal drugs just the same as legal.
Yeah.
It's just now people can go to court instead of having to shoot somebody.
Right. You can sue people you hate. Good. It's America.
You
Don't
can
forget.
sue people you hate.
Still America. All right. Nevada. Hello. Nevada. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about, at parties, you want that weed revenue. You need that weed revenue. Thank you. That's from A Few Good Men. On July 13th, Nevada rewrote a law which allowed only alcohol wholesalers to move marijuana from growers to stores for the next 18 months. And alcohol wholesalers are pissed. I guess they were planning on gumming up the works a little bit longer, make it a little bit harder for legal consumers to get high. But it seems Governor Brian Sandoval heard my cry when he signed an emergency statement which said, without the retail sale of marijuana, the state will not realize the revenue on which the state budget relies. End quote. The alcohol distributors disagree. They're like, hey friend, why bother with nature's herbal cure when you could poison your system, puke in a limo, and black out with this clear burning liquid? Come on, live a little, but just a little, because are you really living? Hey, I'm talking to you. Are you really living when you're drunk and your wife's calling and the kids are crying and the boss is running out of patience? You can drink on the strip. Okay. And the alcohol wholesalers will be working hard to convince regulators that there really is no emergency and that they alone should maintain exclusive distribution rights for the next 18 months. Come on, you selfish bastards. Check out the full story in this week's politics section.
You know what I think is crazy is that they're talking about how they won't, there's like delivery services that are popping up, but they won't deliver to the strip. They won't go to hotels. Like, that's an actual thing.
They're just trying to have a monopoly on fun, really. That's what I think.
Damn it, Vegas. Get your act together.
Get it together.
Moving east to Massachusetts, where lawmakers have finally put together a bill to keep them on track to have recreational stores open by mid-2018. Yeah, so about a year from now. They've been accused of meddling too much with the bill by a lot of activists, to which they had my favorite response. They don't think most people even read it. 21 pages. 21 pages, that's it. And they're like, oh, yeah, people heard weed and said, okay, yeah, let's do that. Even though the state is jokingly referred to as Taxachusetts, they will move forward with a lower rate than both Colorado and Washington. It's an effective tax rate of 20%. They also set guidelines for making for cities that want to ban pot, making it easier for the 91 communities that said no to prohibit shops. So if you were in a city that said no, then it's a lot easier. So basically, the city council is going to be able to say, yeah, no pot here. That wouldn't stop private citizens from having up to an ounce of weed, though, up to a dozen plants, and another Super Bowl to celebrate in February.
Ah, come on, Jake. Yeah, right. Who's let him sneak that in? Who's editing this stuff? It's absurd. Gross, Jake. Gross. I'm constantly singing the praises of legal recreational marijuana consumption. I like weed. That's what it sounds like. Great before a workout for a bit of focus. Great after a workout for pain management. I enjoy smoking flower when I'm standing in a circle of comics shooting the breeze. And I sometimes treat myself to a little edible before bed to help me relax. But damn it, marijuana does not help operate vehicles, okay? You know that. 20 minutes after allegedly being involved in a hit and run, a 53-year-old Linwood, Washington man was taken into custody by state troopers with 54 times the legal driving limit of THC in his system. Congratulations, Linwood, Washington. Now you're famous for being the home of that guy that smoked way too much weed that one time, and not just for being close to Seattle. To be honest, I had no idea what the legal limit was until I read this story in the Cannabist. Did you know, Jake?
I didn't.
You didn't know?
Nope.
It's 5 nanograms of THC per milliliter of blood. This adventurous gentleman was at 270 nanograms of THC, 54 times the legal limit. But what does 270 nanograms of THC feel like? What does that really mean? Is it legal to drive when one feels slightly lethargic and a wee bit peckish, but not okay to levitate? I don't know what this means. Or is it legally acceptable to drive while forgetting the point you were trying to make? What? And not okay to drive while eating a whole cake and wearing floaties. I don't know the difference. I don't know what this means. I think safety first is the key, right? To all the young 53-year-olds out there, I want you to remember this. All right, a little something I want to lock into your brain. No driving while imbibing. Okay, Jesse Jackson style. Or how about this one? And don't be a chode. After smoking, avoid the road.
Words to live by.
Yeah, they are. I wrote those for you, Jake.
Thank you. You know what I always tell people is that if you go and you get Marinol, which is the FDA-approved synthetic THC, they will tell you right on the bottle, please do not drive or operate heavy machinery until you understand how this medication may affect you. So even the federal government's like, listen, you can drive high, you just need to understand how you drive high.
What? Synthetic THC. Tell me about this. What is
So it's
this?
called Marinol, and so it was the thing that was available by prescription. So you can go in, and it was really only given to people that were like diagnosed with cancer, glaucoma patients. It wasn't very widely prescribed. But yeah, right there, FDA approved on the bottle. It says, yeah, you can drive in so many words. You just have to understand how it affects you first.
Yeah, I just wonder what state he was in. So he, there was a hit and run.
The adventurous gentleman.
The adventurous gentleman, the young 53-year-old. There was a hit and run. So yeah, that's bad. Of course, obviously you don't want to drive when you're not able to drive, without hitting people. But,
and then run.
But like
he was high enough to run.
Okay. So I'm confused now. What is 270 nanograms? Like, what does that look like to a cop? Or
so come on over. Come by my place after.
Jake's like, here's my face.
We can get you to 270.
This is what it looks like.
It had to be edibles. That's my guess.
Okay,
is that
yeah,
you had
probably.
taken a bunch of edibles and got super spiked, because you would have to smoke a lot of dabs or like a just ridiculous like 420-esque size joint to pull that off. Okay. It's a lot. But maybe we should go and we should get our blood tested for weed sometime.
Okay.
You like neat? Let's do it on the show. We'll have a phlebotomist in. You heard it here first.
Yeah, and then we'll put a mat out for Jake to faint. A fainting couch, perhaps?
All right, I want to stick with cars for a minute because there's finally a reason to be excited about buying a Ford Focus. Dealerships in Ohio and Pennsylvania popped open the trunks to find over 400 pounds in there. Now, they were disguised as spare tires, and not the kind that make me wear my t-shirt in the pool, but they traveled all the way from a plant in Mexico. Most importantly, I stand corrected when I said last week that demand for weed for Mexico is at an all-time low. So,
oh my gosh,
is
there
culpa.
Demand?
There's 400 pounds in a trunk of or in multiple trunks of Ford Fusions. Prove me wrong.
Okay.
Yep, people still want that swag.
We get a lot of fruit from Mexico. They're growing's good down there.
The growing is good.
The growing's good in Mexico. I'll have a little bit. All right. The Washington State Health Department is blowing it hard this week, y'all, with its new shiny, publicly funded anti-pot billboard. Okay, so I've driven through East Colorado and seen some horrifically misguided attempts to sway women from making decisions for themselves about their bodies. Nice try, East Colorado. I've also spent many early morning hours traveling the 5 in the Central Valley of California, thinking to myself, no way they're all miracles. No way. I know just how bad billboard propaganda can be, but come on, Washington. What are you even trying to say with this one? All right. Quote, we don't need pot to have fun. We're Hispanics. We're cool by default. What?
What?
I'm going to guess that the one diversity hire in the room was too new to speak up and let you know just how many ways this billboard is bad. That's my guess. But I'm one of those loudmouth agitating diversity hires, and that's why they pay me the big bucks. Let's break it down together, fam. All right? First, and most obviously, this misstatement right here. We're Hispanic. We're cool by default. Get your stereotypes straight, girl. Come on. Black people are the cool ones. Don't we all know this? Asians are the smart ones. Latin folk are hardworking. And white people drive like this. All right. I don't know.
My favorite 80s comedy bit. White people
people drive like. Get your stereotypes right. All right. Secondly, hey, no Latin or Spanish human has ever said the words, we're Hispanics. I never heard anybody say that out loud. People take pride in their specific ancestry and home countries. Hispanics is a label handed down by the government to your boss and your landlord, and then to you. We were introduced to the term in 1970 by our pal Richard Nixon, or Tricky Dick, as he is commonly known. But the once common nomenclature has changed. Please update your dictionaries accordingly. We also used to call African American people colored. The term is antiquated. And while I personally use an antiquated racial term as my Twitter handle, #NegativeNegro, okay, in order to reclaim the power and bring attention to the history and weight of the word, okay, I would never pay for a billboard that has me shouting to the state of Colorado, we use niggas, all right? Lastly, the billboard reads like an anti-bullying PSA responding to peer pressure. The last time I left the house without my personal stash, I had to bully a friend into sharing her personal one-hitter with me, okay? Nobody is gonna make you smoke their weed. That's bad weed etiquette right there. We don't need, oh, here we go. We don't need pot to have fun. This is what the billboard says. We don't need pot to have fun. Excuse me? I don't need it either, but I like having a lot of fun, and weed makes fun things funner, okay? We're cool by default. Haha, knew it, I knew it. You think weed is cool, don't you, Washington State Health Department? Nerd, got you.
I love, too, that they have shirts where you can, that says cool by default. It's #cool and then by default, because they didn't clearly think about what was going on with this campaign. They're just like, on to the merch already.
Yes, merch.
How do we get one? I want to figure out. I don't think I can go on and request one. They're going to be like, dude, you are A, not cool, B, not Hispanic, and C, you love pot, buddy.
Yeah, that's how they get you with that trick question. You go, I'm Hispanics. That's how they get you.
I really want one of those shirts.
We gotta get one then. Come on, somebody out there is likes this weed show, and
they're going to be running around Washington State. If you're out there and you have a shirt, please let us know.
Send it to us. Jake will wear it every day for a week.
And we're giving away a shirt just shortly. So
nice,
it's one of those. It's a shirt exchange program is what we're running here.
All right, y'all. For more on all of these stories, visit us online at thecannabist.co. Now, let's get out and get fit.
Hey, how are you?
That's for like 55, 60 sometimes for an hour. And
you guys at the 420 games?
Yes. We're actually the directors of the very first 420 games state team, Team Colorado.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a good time.
There's a little bit more room, Madison. We got a bunch of really pretty yoga mats. Come on.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You guys like?
Oh man. I mean, I don't want my own, but I'll take one.
Hi everyone, I'm Ashley. I'm from Break the Stigma Fitness. Thank you all for coming. Today we're going to get our blood flowing, open up the heart. I'll have you all join me at the top of your mats. We're going to start standing today. Deep breaths here. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Release it. Go ahead and open the eyes. Inhale, come back up, find warrior one. Exhale, open up, find your warrior two. Lift the palm. Exhale, left hand reaches back, right reaches up. Feel a stretch in that side body. Open up even more. Good, exhale.
Special thanks again to Dope Boo for underwriting the show this week. Join me in welcoming returning champion, friend of the show, Josh Blue.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Hey, thank
How
you.
are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me back.
Are you okay? Because I heard about the scary incident in Minnesota where you had like the worst heckler ever.
It was worse than that, but I did get punched in the head twice, so I too have a concussion this week, so this should be a really tight show.
Just a bunch of broken robots up here.
We'll watch it back, and it's just three of us babbling.
Yeah, these lights are really helping my concussion. I'll tell you that much.
You got light sensitivity. Did you have to get medical treatment? Oh, did you really turn down the lights? Look at that. Producer Vince always helping out.
It really helps when it flashes too.
So is there a reward? Is there a tip line? What can we do?
Yeah, the dude was on camera at the bar the whole night. Like, I saw him several times. He cased me, and I went into the bathroom. He came in the first time, and then I was about to leave at the end of the night and went in again, and he came in the stall and was like, "What you looking at, man?" And I'm like, "Hey, I'm taking a piss. You're the one that came in the bathroom with me." Like, and then I said, "Look, man, I'm just taking a piss. I'm not trying to,
Nobody else was in the restroom?
No. And then I looked back like this, and I turned back, and he just, boom, hit me in the side of the head and knocked me to the wall. And then he went for my wallet. And I was like, "Look, dude, I'll give you my wallet, just don't hit me again." And then he, hit me again. And, that's some bullshit.
That is some bullshit.
And what I say is, if you're going to beat up a cripple, at least look him in the eye when you're doing it. Make sure he's facing the right direction first.
Man.
That's insane. Wait, so you know who this guy is?
Yeah, he's on
Were they trying to
camera.
write it off as like a bar fight or something?
No, the dude's on camera all night, and the dude is the bartender's boyfriend. So it's all like an inside job. Witnesses have come forward, says that he does it, robs people there all the time.
Oh my gosh,
So,
they keep letting him back.
so-
That's a big problem right
Yeah,
there.
and then he told the police, or the bar said that I was in the bathroom looking for cocaine, and if they had said weed, that might have been a believable story.
They
but,
must have laughed in his face right there.
Wait,
Yeah,
so they were
right.
like, you're trying to score coke in the bathroom, so he robbed you to make sure that you couldn't buy any cocaine?
Right, yeah.
All right, so solid logic right there.
And I'm just saying, if I was there to buy any kind of drug, like, that's not, you know what I mean? That's not my spot. I know better places to get
Right.
better drugs than a shitty bar.
All right, so people avoid the shitty bar.
Yeah.
That's
Hot Rods. Don't go to Hot Rods in St. Paul.
I didn't say it. If you're the lawyer for Hot Rods,
Well, you had a bad
don't come after me.
experience. You
But
had a very bad experience.
It was really, I mean, yeah.
I'm excited to see the Hot Rods Yelp page after this.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Well, I've already posted it on my Facebook, and my fans have attacked them.
Man.
Attack back.
Well, and it's just like, I want the police to catch the guy, so I'm not encouraging any of that, but it's like, if something doesn't come of it, there's people that really want to find them.
Yeah. So with comedy stuff, I mean, everybody, you're Josh Blue of comedy, not Josh Blue, man assaulted usually. So
I'm usually pretty assaulted.
okay, you were just overseas, is that right?
Yeah, I just got back from London a couple weeks ago.
Did you smoke anything over there?
I did. There's a little bit of bud.
Is it over there? I think it's all skunk, right? They're like skunk this, skunk that.
Yeah, it was.
I have a terrible British accent.
Yeah, that was
Oh, is
really.
that what that was?
that was
Once
trying
more,
to-
please.
Yeah.
Skunk? Nope. It's a hard word to say if you're
Your
British.
concussion is really manifest.
Concussion is showing.
All right, so you got a chance, and then you were just out for string cheese incident. No weed there, I'm sure.
No, man, that was dry as a bone. No, it was insane.
Yeah.
What is that?
String Cheese is a jam band from Colorado. They just sold out 3 nights at Red Rocks, and they had me
I was
go
gonna
on.
ask you, what were you doing at
They had
Red
me
Rocks?
go on between their set.
What?
And Bill Nershi came and gave me a hug and introduced me, and I went out there. It was, Red Rocks is such a beautiful place, but like watching a jam band, like audience dance, they're like doing hula hoops and spinning in circles, and then I weeble wobble out there like, hey, now that you've danced your ass off, try to listen to me talk real slow.
Jay, that's like the nightmare gig, right? Is
Right.
doing like comedy and any sort of music.
Yeah, but it did help that the dude from the band introduced me. That definitely helps a lot.
Do you do those kind of gigs?
Yeah,
all the time?
yeah.
Like did you get to do anything in London?
Yeah, I did a show over there. I initially went over to go see the Lumineers play. They opened for Stevie Nicks and Tom Petty, and I'm buddies with Wes from Lumineers, and he invited me and my gal over for the show. And then when we were there, we found out that Nathaniel Rateliff was there with the Pixies. So we went and partied with them.
Wait, so this is like the comedy rock star lifestyle.
It was awesome. Really,
Living
really
it
cool.
up, man.
This Make-A-Wish people are really following through.
You lived too long,
I
probably.
know, they're like, shit.
we gotta just keep getting.
You gotta just keep blessing him with cool shit all the time.
It's working.
Yeah.
All right, so we now have Josh Blue's Dream has hit the market with these guys from Mountain High Suckers.
Yeah.
These guys have been around forever.
Yeah, they were in it from back in the day. They're an amazing company. I've been working with them doing like advertising and promotions for their product, and then they finally decided, hey, let's put your face on one of these. And
Is the sucker shaped like your head?
You know,
Is
we
it
wanted
is there like
to
a
do
jagged
that,
like goatee that comes out? Or?
We wanted to do that, but we figured that would be terrifying for the people. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's really just, and it's made with all Blue Dream. It's the first strain-specific sucker that they've done.
Okay, does it give you like because it doesn't give you like a Blue Dream effect, right? It's just THC.
Yeah, well, it's a lollipop that'll take you to Mars.
Yeah.
Wait, so how does this work? You get like a cut of every sucker?
You eat it. Yeah, I get a cut of every cell.
That's awesome.
Pretty amazing.
And so when you're going through this, are you like, well, gotta be Josh's Blue Dream? Do you mess around with other ones?
No, I mean, I definitely like Mountain High's product, so that's why I'm with them to begin with. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to eat those.
They do crazy flavors.
Yeah.
You guys are, because I'm seeing it may contain nuts, banana chips, caramel, chili flakes, chili mango, cinnamon, or toasted coconut.
Right, so those are all, I mean, they have 30-something flavors. So, you know, they have each different, obviously, those are not all in one little sucker. That would be pretty terrible.
I like the packaging, though. This is easy to carry around. And
Yeah, and originally there was supposed to be a stick, like an actual lollipop stick in it, but regulations, you can't have pictures of the candy on the packaging
oh.
because it looks like candy. And
Oh.
it is, but
Wait, so there's going to be a stick like with your head on it? Wait, I'm
Like instead of
confused.
having a rectangle, it would have been like shaped like
yeah,
the
really
sucker. Yeah. They're weird about that stuff. Anything that kids might like, but kids like everything.
That's
So-
probably why it can't be shaped like Josh.
Well, kids are terrified of me. They're like, ooh, there's a terrifying homeless Muppet approaching.
they can't really track your moves. They're like,
Yeah.
is he coming or going?
I've seen a lot of kids jump behind their mom's pant leg when I walk by. Ooh, shit. What is that, Mommy?
So are you guys going worldwide with these then?
Yeah, we just moved into Trinidad, which is crazy.
Trinidad.
I know, it's crazy, and then hopefully we're going to get up to Canada, too.
Yeah.
So.
That's insane. What was like your first reaction? Like when you're like, oh, I get to be on an edible, like a weed edible?
I still don't really believe it, you know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, okay. A candy with my face on it.
I mean, like, how can you even dream of this stuff? This is super
Well, it's
cool.
in the name, Josh.
How
It's kind of
can
like
you
rarefied air
even
too. You've got
dream
so you're
this?
up there with it's Snoop, it's
Willie
Willie,
Nelson and
Chong. You got Tommy Chong.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. What's what's next for you? What's going on? Heading back out on tour? Are you in Pine for a little bit with the rest of the Pine Nuts?
The pine nuts up there. Yeah, I'm going to be up there. I just came back from the mountains yesterday, but tomorrow I'm heading to Albany, New York. Got 4 shows out there, and then back to Minnesota to regulate some shit.
Man.
Oh,
Rematch.
You have like a court date coming up?
No, I'm just picking up my kids. I left them with my folks,
Oh.
visiting Grandma and Grandpa. So
You're not from Minnesota.
I am.
You're from Minnesota?
Can't you?
We don't
tell?
like to talk about that. we
like I've been
Colorado
lied
wants
to.
to claim Josh.
Well, I was
so-
born in Africa. You know that. But,
Cameroon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought she was African American, man.
I was born in Africa. Don't I look like Prince? Come on.
So I want to get, if you have any advice for young comedians out there, what do you tell them?
Don't bother. I got this shit.
All right, advice for young potheads.
Just, find the level that works for you.
And then advice for young people with cerebral palsy.
Don't bother. I got this shit.
All right, let's go to pot or not. We're going to have some more giveaways, but the way the pot or not works is I'm going to ask Josh, I've got 10 things that could be or could not be weed. He's going to tell me if it's a strain name or not. Send us in your suggestions, hashtag pot or not on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever fine hashtags are found, and you might win a cool prize like the shirt that we're going to give away. All right, Josh, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me if it's pot or not. Number one.
Did you tell him what the high score is already?
High score is 8. 8
out of 10.
Really?
So we're going to shatter it right here. Number one, Chocolope.
Chocolate. Yeah, that's pot.
It's definitely pot. All right, that's what I
What
get.
is that?
So it's chocolate Thai and cantaloupe haze.
Okay.
So it's got this like fruity, kind of rich flavor to it.
Fruit and chocolate?
Yeah, you know what? Fruit and cantaloupe just doesn't sound, or fruit and cantaloupe. Who would do that?
Oh, it's like an edible arrangement.
Cantaloupe, okay.
That'd be like edible arrangements. That's pretty much what they do.
Yeah,
Like chocolate
that's
dipped
it's
cantaloupe.
a smokable edible arrangement.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going
Sounds
to keep
good
track
to me.
right here. So 1 point for Josh. Number 2, Thunder Snow.
Not.
No, it's not. It's actually a racehorse. 2 points for Josh.
Oh.
Thunder Snow. All right, number 3, Mary Kate and Hashley.
Oh, man. What was the hand signal for a yes again? I would say yes.
It is not. That was courtesy of Twitter user @BeccaRobs. Congratulations, you made Josh Blue laugh. We're going to send you out a T-shirt. You did it.
Oh, man.
All right,
It's
so
just
still
so bad that I thought it had to be real.
all right, so we're still on 2. Let's go to next, Aurora Indica.
Yeah, I think that's real.
That is real. Afghan and Northern
You're doing
Lights.
good on
not
that bell.
There used to be a monkey that did it.
Team concussions are really kicking
we'll
ass.
get there.
I'll just be wandering the streets ringing a bell.
I like the guy that's keeping score as the biggest concussion of all of
Yep,
us. You got 9.
You're still on track to take the high score. Number 5. This is Grape Ape.
Yeah, that's real.
That's definitely a strain. That's gimme.
I'm not even that good at the bell. Sometimes I miss.
I'll take that extra bing, thank you.
All right, next
Hey,
one.
man, you're insulting my intelligence.
Ding, 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 ding. Ice Princess. Is it pot or is it not?
Not.
It
Oh, fuck
is.
me.
Brother Grimm Seeds. Still 4 points. What about Sonic Screwdriver?
Man, that sounds like a drink. Can I call a friend?
Yes, absolutely.
What a friend. Sonic Screwdriver.
No, it's not.
It is.
Fuck
PGA
yeah.
Subcool.
Man.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a real thing too, I think, right? Like a sonic toothbrush, but for screwing things.
God, I immediately thought Sonic Burgers.
Yeah, like,
Oh, that's
I was
why
like, they don't have
next
liquor
week,
there,
Next
so-
week we're gonna do a bunch of Sonic items, just because they're the only text message I get from a chain.
so,
They tell me about hot dogs and slushies and stuff.
so I missed 3?
Yeah, so you're 4 points.
So I can't even win, so I don't want to keep playing.
Come on.
Nope.
We got 3 more.
I was
You can
like-
tie for second place.
I was getting excited
You
about
get
getting a
second all
T-shirt,
time.
and now
Don't-
it's
just more spicy jalapeno Fritos. There's a bag if you can get to 7.
okay, cool. I'm in.
All right, Prison Pony.
What?
I really want it to be. I don't think so.
It's not. That's just a fun name for a zebra.
Definitely thinking something else.
I don't know.
It's a prison pony. That sounds
I
brutal.
don't know what you've been up to, but
All right, number 9, Pistol Shrimps.
no.
No, that's a women's recreational basketball team. And for your shot at tying our second place score of all time and another bag of spicy jalapeno Fritos is Waffle House OG. Pot or not?
Fuck, why couldn't you save grape ape for the last one?
Waffle House OG.
Waffle House OG, is it pot or not?
Yes.
No, it's not.
What would that even be?
Bullshit, man.
Special
Now he's going all TJ
Roscoe's
Miller
edition.
splashing water around. Thank you so much for Josh Blue for joining us. Let's do plugs real quick. Janae, what do you have coming up?
Oh, hello there. Where am I looking at? There it is. There's no words over there. Okay, if you're in Las Vegas this weekend, catch me at the Sahara, which I know is closed, okay? Stop it. Stop texting me. On Thursday, 8 p.m. And then Friday, 10 p.m. at the Flamingo. And then Pussy Rose Presents every first Friday at Comedy Room. And then we also do birthday party at Brack House once a month. So come out to one of those, please.
Josh, what do you got coming up?
Let me see. Let me read what they have here. Oh, no, they didn't write anything for me. That's bullshit.
You just read my
I
plugs.
have to remind myself. Okay.
Plug mine.
I'm going to be in Albany starting Friday through Saturday. Then I will be in somewhere in Nevada. No, New Mexico. One of those. Check out Josh Blue.
Concussion, man.
Yeah, check out joshblue.com. That's where I go to find out where I'm going.
Well, your edibles are available at Groundswell, Colorado Harvest Co., Mountain Medicinals, Cross Genetics, Pot Shop. Pot Shop? That's not a thing, is it?
It's my garage.
Troika. And then locations geographically, Idaho Springs, Trinidad, and Denver.
Boom.
Thanks so much to Josh again for joining us. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. If you like the show, please share it with a friend, share it with an enemy, turn up your headphones, share it with the guy on the bus next to you, and please keep sending us in your pot or not suggestions. Leave us reviews on iTunes.
No, just tweet compliments, not reviews.
Tweet whatever you want.
Want your damn reviews.
Yeah, for Janae Burris, for producer Vince, and the entire Cannabist Show crew, I'm Jake Brown. We'll see you next week.
In any posse you'll be raising at the end, I'll say it again. Ain't afraid to get in, I'll be going for the jackpot with aces in my hand, I'm raw.